Hello, parents. Welcome to Back to School Night, fall of 2021. I'm Mr. Castellanos. I teach Drawing and Painting 1, Drawing and Painting 2, Drawing and Painting 3, and Advanced Placement Drawing and Painting. A little bit about me before I go into the specifics of the class that your student is enrolled in. I was born in 1980. It was an eventful year. I was born to a household that made art. My father was an artist, and so there was always paintings and drawings, and it was just our way of life. I was born into a small household. I had only one sister. There she is there behind me with my cool T-Rex cake. But I come from a very large extended family. I've got like something, I don't know, maybe almost 200 cousins or something. I don't know most of them. So my high school career was with Natomas High School. I graduated in 1998. Go Nighthawks. I really enjoyed my time in high school. Had wonderful high school teachers. Perhaps that's where the seed was planted to become a teacher because the experience was very good. I went from Natomas High School to UC Davis. My transition was a little bit rough, and I ended up going a different route. Ended up joining the military, and for 4 years, I served in the United States Marine Corps. I enjoyed my time so much. I met so many cool people, had so many great experiences. I was very fortunate with all that I was able to take from my service. I still talk to those guys. So coming back to Sacramento a few years later, I attended Sacramento State University, California State University, Sacramento. Got my BA in studio art and art history, and started the credential program as well as a family. My wife and I have 5 children, and at this point, we've been married for about 20 years. 20 years this year. It's the thing I'm most proud of. I've been at Vista for 7 years. I've been teaching for, I don't know, about 11 years. I love Vista. I really, I like the students. I love the students. They're wonderful. They have the greatest ideas. They do the really coolest projects, and I'm honored to be a part of that. This is my animation team at Skills USA down in Southern California. We have wonderful facilities at Vista where students are able to experience and try different techniques that maybe they wouldn't be able to do at home, and also just to be as creative as they want to be. My coworkers are professionals, and they're also just all around fantastic people to be around, which makes my job a lot more enjoyable. One of the coolest things that we're able to do at Vista is run an art club. I'm the co-advisor to the Vista Art Club. These guys are fantastic. We do all types of fun events and things that you wouldn't be able to create in the classroom in the confines of a class block, like giant banners and posters, murals outside on campus. This was a light room that we created. We did several light rooms, which are just fantastic photo opportunities, but also really fun and hard to make. We've done work with UC Davis Med Center, with the Folsom Public Library, and we're looking to expand that into the elementary and middle schools here in Folsom. Another really cool aspect of my job that I feel a little spoiled for is I get to draw and paint every day. So as I'm working with these students and teaching them basics and advanced techniques, I get to practice my own techniques and express myself at work, which is pretty fantastic. If you have any questions about my background or anything having to do with the classes, you can reach out to me at pablocastellanos@fcusd.org, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Stay tuned. I have some information for you, specific information for you about your students' drawing class. Welcome to the course overview of Drawing and Painting 1. What I'm going to cover in this brief presentation is a course description, materials and supply costs, sketchbooks, major projects, the 6-point grading system, and next steps for students interested in pursuing the arts at Vista. Drawing and Painting 1 is a class for anyone interested in learning about art, how to create it, how to evaluate it, etc. No prior knowledge or ability level is needed, but what is needed is enthusiasm and courage. Media is what we call art materials. We use a lot of very expensive and very high quality materials in the classroom in order to keep that going. And due to the constraints of this year where students may be forced to stay at home for prolonged periods, and also the sharing of materials in classrooms has been discouraged. we've made a decision to give all students the materials they're going to need for the entire term and have them keep the materials. So in order to cover the cost of that, it's very expensive. We're asking every parent to donate $25 or more if you can towards our program. Now, if you can give less, that's okay too. But something from every student will ensure that all of us have high quality materials, and the next class that comes through will still have materials to use as well. All students will be responsible for acquiring a sketchbook. I have materials in class now where they can make their own sketchbook. I even have some old sketchbooks that I've been issuing here and there, but everybody needs to have a sketchbook. It is maybe one of the most important pieces of equipment that these students can have to be successful in this class. The emphasis of our sketchbooks in Drawing and Painting 1 is Western art history from ancient to postmodern era. We also do a lot of drawing practice and skill building. They are going to have to read and write a little bit in there too. Grading for these projects and all this coursework is a 70-30 ratio. 70% is summative, which are projects, major projects mostly, and also some smaller projects. And formative assessments make up 30% of the grading. Formative assessments is kind of everything else, including the sketchbook work, but it's work that's evaluated to build up to successful summative projects. We're using a 6-point grading system. Some of your other classes, some of the students' other classes may be using a 6-point grading system. This is a new system for me, not new to my entire department. There's others in my department that have been using this with success for a while. It does ensure that students get, I believe, a more accurate representation of their success in my class. So if you have any questions about the 6-point grading system, please reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. There are 6 major projects in this class. We start off the year with the Expressive Hand project. In fact, that starts this week. We're working on a watercolor project after that, a creature creation project, which is a graphite drawing, where they learn a whole bunch of new and maybe just improved graphite drawing skills. There's a linear perspective project, which is my personal favorite, and followed by a mixed media project where they take all of these things that they learned and they add the use of acrylic paint to it, and they put it all together to create a mixed media masterpiece. At the end of this course, students will create an artist portfolio. It'll be digital, although they will have the physical works, and they'll be able to use that portfolio as they move forward in Drawing and Painting 2, or just to keep. Here are some examples of student work from these projects I just mentioned. What's next? Students who enjoy this class and want to learn a little bit more can move on and take Drawing and Painting 2, where they can find their artistic voice and learn a little bit about American art history. Thank you.